Nestled in Lebanon's Bekaa Valley, the ancient city of Baalbek is home to one of archaeology's greatest enigmas, the Baalbek megaliths. These colossal stone blocks, part of the Roman Heliopolis temple complex, defy modern understanding of ancient engineering. Weighing up to 1,200 tons each, they are among the largest monoliths ever quarried and moved by human hands. How were they cut, transported, and placed with such precision, thousands of years ago? The mystery of the Baalbek megaliths continues to captivate historians, engineers, and curious minds alike. The Baalbek complex, primarily known for its Roman temples dedicated to Jupiter, Venus, and Bacchus, sits atop a foundation of massive limestone blocks. The most famous are the trilithon, 3 enormous stones in the western retaining wall of the Temple of Jupiter. Each measures approximately 19 meters long, 4.2 meters high, and 3.6 meters wide, with an estimated weight of 800 to 1,000 tons. These are dwarfed by the stone of the pregnant woman, an unfinished monolith still lying in the nearby quarry, weighing around 1,200 tons. To put this in perspective, a modern heavy-duty crane, capable of lifting 1,000 tons, is a rare and sophisticated machine. Yet, ancient builders, presumably without such technology, managed to quarry, transport, and position these stones with astonishing accuracy, aligning them within millimeters. The Romans, who built the temples in the 1st century CE, are often credited with the megalith's placement. However, the blocks may predate Roman construction, possibly originating from earlier Phoenician, or even older civilizations. The precision of the cuts, and the sheer scale of the stones, raise questions about the tools and methods used. Some propose that the builders employed a combination of ramps, rollers, and manpower. Wooden sleds and lubricated tracks could have reduced friction, while thousands of laborers might have hauled the stones over several kilometers from the quarry. Yet, the logistics of coordinating such an effort, especially for stones weighing over 1,000 tons, strain credulity. The quarry's uneven terrain, and the need to lift the blocks into place, add further complexity. Alternative theories suggest a lost technology, perhaps acoustic levitation, advanced machinery, or even extraterrestrial assistance. While these ideas are speculative and lack concrete evidence, they stem from the baffling absence of definitive answers. Ancient texts and local legends speak of giants or divine intervention, adding to the mystique. The stone of the pregnant woman, still partially attached to the bedrock in the quarry, is a testament to the ambition of Baalbek's builders. At 21.5 meters long, and weighing an estimated 1,200 tons, it was likely intended for the temple complex, but abandoned, possibly due to a flaw in the stone, or a shift in construction plans. A second, even larger monolith, discovered in 2014, lies nearby, pushing the boundaries of what seems possible. These quarry stones offer clues about the quarrying process. Chisel marks and tool patterns suggest the use of iron tools, but the scale of the operation remains staggering. How did the builders plan to move such a behemoth? The question lingers, unanswered. The Baalbek megaliths challenge our assumptions about ancient capabilities. Whether the work of Romans, Phoenicians, or an unknown civilization, they reflect a level of ingenuity and determination that rivals modern achievements. The stones stand as a monument to human potential, and a reminder of how much we still have to learn about our past. Archaeological studies continue, with researchers using 3D modeling and geophysical surveys to uncover new insights. Yet, the core mystery persists: how did they do it? Until definitive evidence emerges, the Baalbek megaliths will remain one of history's most tantalizing puzzles, inviting us to marvel at the impossible. Baalbek, known as Heliopolis in Roman times, was a significant religious and cultural center. The temple complex was built on a site revered for millennia, with evidence of worship dating back to the Bronze Age. The megaliths may have been part of a pre-Roman sacred platform, possibly linked to Canaanite or Phoenician rituals, honoring deities like Baal or Hadad. This suggests the stones were not just engineering feats, but held profound spiritual significance, anchoring the site's sanctity across cultures. The trilithon's placement, elevated several meters above ground, implies a deliberate display of power. Ancient societies often used monumental architecture to assert dominance or divine favor, and Baalbek's builders may have aimed to inspire awe in pilgrims and rivals alike. The choice of limestone, sourced locally, but requiring immense effort to shape, underscores the project's scale and the society's resource mobilization. The limestone quarries, located less than a kilometer from the temple site, presented unique challenges. The stone's density and the quarry's sloping terrain complicated extraction. Geologists note that the limestone beds were carefully selected for their uniformity, minimizing cracks that could weaken the blocks. However, transporting the megaliths across the rugged Bekaa Valley required navigating seasonal streams and uneven ground, likely during dry periods to avoid mud. Environmental factors also raise questions about labor sustainability. The region's hot, arid climate would have demanded significant water and food supplies for thousands of workers. Some estimate that moving a single trilithon stone could have required 8,000 to 10,000 laborers over months, supported by a complex supply chain. This level of organization points to a highly structured society, possibly with centralized authority, capable of marshalling resources on a grand scale. To unravel the mystery, experimental archaeologists have attempted to replicate the megaliths movement using ancient techniques. In 2014, a team at Baalbek tested smaller stones, weighing 10 to 20 tons, with wooden rollers and ropes, achieving limited success, but highlighting the difficulty of scaling up to 1,000-ton blocks. These experiments suggest that while ramps and levers were feasible, the trilithon's placement likely required additional innovations, such as counterweights or temporary earthen platforms. Comparisons to other ancient megastructures, like Stonehenge or the Great Pyramid, offer insights, but also highlight Baalbek's uniqueness. While Egyptian pyramid blocks were large, they rarely exceeded 80 tons, and Stonehenge's sarcens, up to 50 tons, were moved shorter distances. Baalbek's megaliths stand out for their combination of size, distance, and precision, making them a singular achievement. Beyond engineering, the megaliths have fueled myths and speculative narratives. Local folklore attributes the stones to the biblical figure Nimrod, or supernatural beings, reflecting their otherworldly scale. In the 20th century, fringe theorists like Erich von Däniken proposed extraterrestrial involvement, citing the stones as evidence of advanced alien technology. While dismissed by mainstream scholars, These ideas underscore the megalith's ability to spark imagination. More grounded speculation focuses on a potential pre-Roman origin. Some archaeologists hypothesize that the megaliths were part of a Cyclopean-style platform, built by a Bronze Age civilization, later repurposed by the Romans. This theory aligns with similar massive stoneworks in the Levant, such as those at Gilgal Rephaim, but lacks definitive dating evidence. Today, the Baalbek megaliths face threats from environmental degradation and regional instability. Earthquakes, common in the Bekaa Valley, pose risks to the temple complex, while tourism and urban encroachment strain the site's integrity. UNESCO, recognizing Baalbek as a World Heritage Site, supports conservation efforts, but funding and access remain challenges. Future research may leverage advanced technologies like ground-penetrating radar or isotopic analysis to trace the stone's origins and construction timeline. Drones and photogrammetry are already creating detailed digital models, aiding in preservation and analysis. These tools could reveal hidden chambers beneath the platform, or clarify the sequence of construction phases, shedding light on the megalith's purpose and builders. The Baalbek megaliths are more than just massive stones, they are a window into a world of ancient ambition, skill, and perhaps secrets we may never fully unravel. Their cultural, geological, and mythological dimensions enrich the enigma, making them a focal point for interdisciplinary study. As we stand in their shadow, we are reminded that even in an age of advanced technology, the past can still leave us in awe. Whether you see them as a triumph of human effort, a relic of lost knowledge, or a sacred monument, the megaliths of Baalbek demand respect and curiosity, urging us to keep questioning the limits of the possible. Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on ancient mysteries, spirituality, and self-development.